NAT mechanism is quite straightforward. Only 3 steps. 1, 2, and 3. Step number 1, you heard about it a bit already. So this is to handle when packet is going out from the local NAT to the world. We'll have to replace the fake IP address with the real one. We'll also replace the source port number with the new port number. Okay, so the source IP address, the source port number, these two fields are replaced with these two values. And this pair, so 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, are also tracked, okay, being remembered in NAT's translation table. So the source IP and the source port number, as well as the translated source IP, source port number, will be maintained as a pair in the translation table. So when the remote hosts receiving this packet and sends back a response, in the destination IP address, it's going to be the real IP address, and it's going to be the new port number. So that packet's coming into the local NAT. The NAT box there is going to look up the table and find the pair, right? So it's matching this IP address and matching this new port number, and therefore translate the IP address back to the corresponding port IP, source IP address, and translate the port number to the corresponding original source port number. And therefore, you see the destination fields is going to be replaced by the original IP and the original port number. And that packet then will travel the local network and reaching the destination. Let's use some animation to illustrate. It will be easier to understand. So the local NAT here, using a fake subnet address. So this machine here, 10.0.0.1, is sending a packet to a web server, okay, outside of the local network, okay, inside the internet. The packet is going to look like this. Source IP being the fake IP. Source port number being the port the web browser is sitting on. Destination IP, the server's IP. Port number, the web server's port number. So that packet is going to reach the NAT box in the middle, and this is going to be replaced. This is going to be replaced. So 10.0.0.1 is going to be replaced by the real IP. And the 3345 port number is going to be replaced by a new port number generated by the NAT box here. Step 2, the NAT router there is going to add an entry into the translation table so that we know this old IP, this old port number is now being changed to this new IP and this new port number. When this packet reaches the web server sends back a response. Destination address will be the source of the request. Okay. So destination port, the source port number of the request. Now this packet will come back to the NAT box in the middle, and one more translation is going to be done. So this time, the process exactly is this. Let's look at the destination port number and then go to the table. Look up the entry in the table such that the port number in the WAN part matches the destination port number. Now, destination IP address is definitely going to match the WAN side of IP address, because the WAN side IP address is going to be just 138.76.29.7. So this unique new port number is the key. So destination port number, you look up this value in the translation table. Identify the entry, and then replace the destination IP address with the LAN side address. Okay, port number also with the LAN side port number. And that's why we see destination IP address, now the fake IP. Port number, now the original browser's port number. That's how NAT works.